8 of my No Sweet Challenge. Haven't been perfect, but close enough. So for breakfast, I had, well, almost 2 bananas. My son ate most of one. And then I didn't weigh it out, but I'm just kind of guesstimating, whatever. And I packed like all my food for the day. But yesterday I was just so hungry and I didn't come prepared enough, and so I have everything packed that I'll show you in this picture. So anyways, it's cardio day, so I might get some footage for you. We'll see. I kind of feel like I posted more cardio than like actual workout footage these days. But yeah, it's easy to just like prop up my phone and do a bunch of cardio, but you know, when I'm weight training, I go from one thing to the next, and I don't have the tripod that I used to have, so I need to get one. I need to put that on my list. I have a list of things. Hey guys, it is December 9th, 9th day of my challenge. I kind of feel like this is pointless because there's sugar in everything, and I guess it's not a no sugar challenge, it's a no sweet candy cake, whatever, blah 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 challenge, which has been fine. But frankly, these days of eats are boring me, so I can imagine they must be boring you. So I don't know if this is gonna be my last video, and I pretty much eat the same thing. I'm gonna do some food prep stuff, so I might like continue. I need to go grocery shopping today. I can show you like my grocery haul, which I've never done, and then do some food prep and stuff and show you that. But these days of eats are just kind of boring. It's leg day today, so I'll try and get some footage of my leg day, and then, but like I do the same things, I eat the same things, like it's just gonna get really redundant. So anyways, but this is kind of new. I had this last night, and then it's Kodiak cakes, but it looks, I burnt one side. I'm gonna eat it anyways, but I like to make them real thin. I add a ton of water, and then I eat it with my Walden Farms syrup. And if you live in a hole and don't know what Walden Farms syrup or Kodiak cakes are, well, I guess you don't have to live in a hole. But here they are. One of them says protein, the other one doesn't. So you have to make sure you get the one that says protein. And then my Walden Farms syrup is right here. So yeah, I'm gonna eat this. They're also really good with peanut butter, so I like to do that. And then I got all my shipments in from MTS. I got my gourmet mint cookies and cream protein. I keep that over here because it's freaking huge. Love it. And then, hang on, it's hard to do one-handed. Okay. And then I got Ruckus for pre-workout, which I'm gonna try today. And, oh, I got Machine Greens multi, so I'm gonna try that. Yohimbing, which I'm not ready to try yet, but it's a fat burner. And then I had my non-stimulant inducer, which I had before, which is Vasky. And then Ruckus is the pre-workout I want to try out. And then I finally have my BCAAs, grape flavored. So yeah, there's all that. And then I got a ton of free stuff too. So I just love his product. But if he's watching this, I love the packaging, but I feel like it's such a waste of plastic, and I feel bad. Like, I recycle, but I feel like I should like ship it back to MTS so they can reuse it or something. I don't know. Okay, so I just wanted to share a couple of things with you from my leg day today. I didn't get to record all of my workouts, but I like to work my way up to a heavy weight, do a good 3 sets at least with 10 reps. At least that's what I did today. And then I did a couple of sets of 5x5s. Here's 155 pounds. And what I'm focusing on is keeping my chest up, my knees out when I push up. What else am I working on here? And just keeping the weight not so forward. I don't want my chest to bend forward. And then just coming up out of the hole nice and easy. Here I worked up to 205 pounds for my deadlift. I'm doing sumos. I stopped in between each rep because I'm trying to focus on some things, keeping my back nice and tight, not bending it too much, but there is a little bit of lumbar bending there. But I feel like it's kind of my muscle, but it's also bending a little bit too. But my butt is a little bit high. I'm trying to keep my weight back, my knees back. There's lots to work on always, but I just wanted to share a little bit of this with you. So moving on to my grocery haul. Hey guys, so real quick, I just wanted to show you what I like to have on hand in my fridge at all times in case of, oh, I just realized I forgot sweet potatoes. But anyways, what I like to have on hand for food prep, and I do think about my grocery shopping in terms of carbs and protein. I usually don't have to think about the fat. That usually ends up being my peanut butter or nuts, which I usually have nuts in the house as well. So I'll show you some of my staples. For me personally, I like to have regular eggs, also a good source of fat, some fruit and yogurt. And then down here, I've got egg whites. That's all I really have there. That's chicken thigh fillets, apples, more fruit for my carbs. There's more yogurts down here, vegetables for nutrition purposes. There's wheat germ yogurt. I've showed you that before. I like to have onion and bell pepper to kind of add some flavor to my vegetables. I've got green beans this time, but I like to do broccoli as well. So that's that. I do have some cheese that I usually have for my family. I do have bread, let's see. And then in my freezer, I like to do ground turkey. It's upside down, but it's ground turkey. I've got frozen kale, frozen fruits, frozen bananas when those go bad. Bread, let's see, frozen chicken breast. And then there's also, it's like upside down, but that back here is, I think it's tilapia. So those are some things that I like to have, and then there's some bananas up on top of the fridge. So lots of fruit, protein. I'll kick in some red meat here and there. I did buy, this isn't like the best example, but I did buy this because I'm gonna make some rigatoni, Jimmy Dean. It's not like the best. 10 grams of fat and 2 ounces cooked. 10 protein and 10 fat. Wow. And that's reduced fat. And then also, just while I'm at it, in terms of identifying a food as a carb or a fat or a protein, what I do is I find out what they have the most of. So a lot of people will say, oh, I'm eating peanut butter for my protein. Well, peanut butter in a serving is 7 grams of protein, 8 carbs, and 16 fat. So it's more of a carb and a fat than it is a protein. 7 grams is just kind of okay. And then nuts, also, you know, some people think these are my mixed nuts. Some people think they're a protein, but again, 5 protein, it has more carbs, 6 carbs, and then 15 fat. So that is definitely more of a fat source. So I don't want to see my clients putting nuts and peanut butter under protein, because it's not. It's more of your fat source than it is anything else, even though it has all of the different macronutrients in it. So yeah, that's like the basics. And then of course I'm a flexible eater, so I'll eat anything else that I want. And I don't even know if I'm really considered to be on macros right now, but I just wanted to share that with you. And I'm gonna make some rigatoni tonight with some half fat, half protein sausage. Lots of tomato sauce seasoning. There's my rigatoni. I like to put a little wine in it. And yeah, so just wanted to share my staples with you. And then of course I have oats. I guess I didn't get it today, but I like to have some kind of potato, which I do have some potatoes left over. And then I've got oats in here, that's cereal, and then I've got rice right here. So I always have oats and rice for carbs, if nothing else. If I run out of potatoes, I know I always have rice.